Did you know that your go-to breakfast, something as simple as a plate of eggs, could be quietly harming your body, especially if you're over 60? It's true. What seems like a wholesome, hearty start to the day might actually be increasing your risk for serious health issues like high blood pressure, blood sugar spikes, and even long-term organ damage. And the worst part, you'd never feel it happening. Welcome back, my modern and unstoppable seniors. This is Wellness for Modern Seniors, where experience meets evidence, and your health is our mission. In today's video, we're cracking open a topic many people ignore: the hidden dangers of mixing eggs with the wrong foods. Eggs by themselves, they can be a fantastic source of protein, healthy fats, and essential vitamins. But pair them with certain everyday ingredients, things you've probably eaten 1,000 times, and that same plate can go from nourishing to harmful. But this isn't just another fear-based video filled with hype and hearsay. Everything we're sharing today is built on real-world patterns that doctors and nutritionists have noticed over decades of working with older adults. So stay with us right to the end, because by the time we're finished, you'll know exactly what to avoid on your breakfast plate. And you'll be armed with simple, powerful knowledge to help you protect your energy, your heart, and your long-term health. Section: Why combinations matter now. Let's clear something up. We're not saying eggs are bad. In fact, they're a great source of choline, lutein, and high-quality protein. But here's the catch. It's not just the food you eat. It's what you combine it with. Think of it like chemistry happening in your stomach. Certain ingredients, when digested together, don't just sit there peacefully. They interact, sometimes in ways that can increase inflammation, clog blood vessels, or even trigger the production of harmful chemicals in your digestive tract. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to these interactions. Our metabolism slows, our organs work harder, and our immune systems aren't as forgiving as they once were. That's why being intentional about what you eat together becomes not just smart, but essential. Food number 1, processed. Meats, bacon, sausage, ham. Let's dive into the first and possibly most common mistake: eating eggs with processed meats like bacon, sausage, or ham. Now, I know this is a classic combo. The eggs and bacon breakfast has been around longer than any of us. It feels comforting, filling, even energizing. But for modern seniors like you, it's one of the most dangerous breakfast duos out there. Why? It comes down to something called nitrates and nitrites, chemical preservatives found in processed meats. When these compounds meet the high heat of cooking and interact with the proteins in eggs, they can create nitrosamines, a class of chemicals that are known to increase cancer risk, especially in the digestive tract. And here's the kicker: you won't feel a thing after eating it. No pain, no discomfort. But over time, this combination can quietly damage your cells and increase inflammation throughout the body. This risk is even greater if you already have underlying health conditions like hypertension, diabetes, or digestive issues. My modern and unstoppable seniors, your goal isn't perfection, it's awareness. You don't have to cut out all indulgences, but if bacon and eggs is your every Sunday habit, it might be time to rethink that plate. Food number 2, refined white bread, toast, bagels. Now let's talk about another breakfast favorite: white toast or bagels served alongside eggs. It might seem harmless, just a slice of bread, right? But refined white breads are stripped of fiber and loaded with fast-burning starch. When combined with eggs, which digest more slowly, this creates a roller coaster effect in your bloodstream. You get a sudden blood sugar spike from the bread, followed by a delayed response from the protein and fat in the eggs. This can cause a mismatch in your insulin response and put extra strain on your pancreas and liver, something older bodies don't need more of. Over time, this combination can increase your risk for type 2 diabetes, weight gain around the belly, and mood fluctuations. If you're someone who struggles with blood sugar or energy crashes in the late morning, this might be why. Instead of refined bread, go for whole grains with fiber, or even better, add some sautéed veggies next to your eggs for a satisfying blood sugar-friendly plate. Food. Number 3, cheese, especially processed cheese slices. Cheese and eggs, a favorite pairing for omelets, breakfast sandwiches, and cheesy scrambles. But my modern and unstoppable seniors, it's time to look beyond the flavor and talk about what really happens when this combo hits your body. Cheese, especially processed cheese slices, is loaded with saturated fats, sodium, and artificial additives. On their own, these things aren't great, but when you melt cheese over eggs, you're stacking fat on top of fat, and not the good kind. What this does is weigh down your digestion, spike your cholesterol, and put extra pressure on your cardiovascular system. And if you've been told your LDL, or bad cholesterol, is creeping up, this combination might be silently pushing it even higher. But there's something else. Processed cheese often contains emulsifiers and chemical stabilizers that can irritate your gut lining, especially in seniors with sensitive digestion. Pairing that with eggs, which already take longer to digest, can leave you feeling bloated, sluggish, or uncomfortable, even hours after eating. Now don't worry, you don't need to give up all cheese, but go easy on the processed slices and choose natural, small portions of aged cheese, or better yet, try nutritional yeast or avocado for flavor and healthy fats without the gut strain. Food. Number 4, sugary ketchup and sauces. This next one is sneaky because it doesn't look like a meal. It looks like a harmless little squirt of ketchup or sauce next to your scrambled eggs. But the truth is, sugar-loaded condiments can completely change how your body reacts to your breakfast. Ketchup, barbecue sauce, and even some healthy breakfast sauces contain added sugars, high fructose corn syrup, and sodium. A triple threat for anyone over 60 dealing with blood pressure, insulin resistance, or heart concerns. Here's what happens when you combine these sugary sauces with eggs. You create a blood sugar and insulin spike that's completely unnecessary. Eggs are protein-rich and meant to stabilize your energy, but once you add sugar into the equation, your body starts producing more insulin, which can lead to energy crashes, cravings, and long-term metabolic issues. Even worse, many sauces contain preservatives and dyes that over time can damage the lining of your stomach and affect nutrient absorption. This is especially dangerous for seniors because you already need more help, not less, getting nutrients from your food. Instead, try flavoring your eggs with fresh herbs. A squeeze of lemon or natural spices like turmeric and black pepper. These don't just taste great, they also offer anti-inflammatory benefits that support healthy aging. Food. Number 5, fruit juice. Now, here's one that might surprise you. Fruit juice. Orange juice and eggs have become a breakfast staple in many households. It feels like a wholesome, balanced choice. But most bottled juices, even those labeled 100% natural, are loaded with sugar and stripped of fiber. That means when you drink fruit juice with your eggs, you're flooding your system with liquid sugar that's absorbed almost instantly. And if you're thinking, but it's fruit sugar, so it's healthy, not quite. Without fiber to slow it down, fructose can stress your liver, spike your blood sugar, and lead to fat buildup over time. And here's something you probably didn't know. Studies show that liquid calories don't signal fullness to the brain the same way solid food does. That means you're more likely to overeat later in the day and still feel hungry even after a big breakfast. My modern and unstoppable seniors, if you love your morning juice, switch to a glass of water with lemon or eat a whole piece of fruit instead. You'll get the vitamins, the hydration, and the fiber, all while protecting your body from sugar overload. So there you have it, 5 common foods that when paired with eggs can do more harm than good for those of us in our golden years. And while each one might seem harmless on its own, the real risk comes from repetition, those daily choices that quietly shape our long-term health. But don't worry, we're not here to make you feel guilty. We're here to give you control. The more you understand how food combinations affect your body, the more power you have to protect your energy, memory, mobility, and independence. And now that we've talked about what not to eat with eggs, in the next section, we're going to help you build the ultimate senior-friendly breakfast, one that fuels your mind, body, and spirit. My modern and unstoppable seniors, we've covered a lot so far. And maybe you're thinking, wow, I've had eggs with bacon, juice, or cheese for years. Have I already done the damage? Let me pause here and say something important. It's never too late to change. Your body is remarkably resilient, even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. The small, thoughtful changes you start making today, they don't just slow damage, they can actually reverse certain risks and improve your vitality more than you think. This isn't about perfection, it's about awareness, and when you're aware, you're in control. What to eat with eggs? Instead, senior-approved combos. Let's flip the script now and talk about how to build a better, safer breakfast around eggs. Because eggs themselves, they're not the enemy. In fact, they're a fantastic source of protein, choline for brain health, and healthy fats, all essential for seniors. The key is what you put around them. Here are a few wellness-boosting combinations to try. Eggs plus sautéed leafy greens. Spinach, kale, or Swiss. Chard, cooked lightly in olive oil, can support digestion, provide fiber, and balance out the protein from your eggs. Plus, leafy greens are rich in potassium and magnesium, great for blood pressure and bone strength. Eggs plus avocado. This combo gives you brain-friendly fats, fiber, and antioxidants. And if you're concerned about cholesterol, avocado helps balance it with healthy plant sterols. Try sliced avocado on whole grain toast with a poached egg on top. Elegant, easy, and heart-healthy. Eggs plus tomatoes or bell peppers. Roasted, grilled, or fresh, these vibrant veggies add vitamin C, lycopene, and antioxidants that help your body absorb nutrients from the eggs even better. They also support immune function, something that becomes more important with age. Eggs plus sweet potato. If you need some healthy carbs, skip the white bread and go for roasted sweet potatoes. They're high in fiber, vitamin A, and complex carbohydrates that release energy slowly, keeping you fueled without the crash. Eggs plus oats on the side. Now this might surprise you, but a small serving of plain oats without sugar alongside your eggs can help stabilize blood sugar and provide a warming, gentle fiber base to start your day. These combos are not only tasty, but they'll also leave you feeling full, energized, and mentally sharp without stressing your digestive system or heart. Reinforce the takeaway, the hidden cost of habit. So the big lesson here, my modern and unstoppable seniors, is this. It's not about eliminating all your favorites. It's about understanding the small things that add up, especially when they become habits. Eggs with bacon every morning, ketchup on every omelette, that sweet orange juice you gulp without thinking. These aren't bad once in a while, but when they're daily, they can quietly chip away at your health without a single symptom until it's too late. That's why we call it silent damage. But knowledge, that's loud, that's powerful, and now you have that power in your hands. Let today be the moment you take that tiny shift toward better mornings. One breakfast at a time, one plate at a time, you're choosing energy over exhaustion, clarity over confusion, and freedom over fatigue, because you're not slowing down. You're just getting smarter, stronger, and more unstoppable. Thanks for watching, my modern and unstoppable seniors. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Wellness for modern seniors. Hit that like button and share this with someone who still thinks bacon and eggs is the gold standard. We're in this together, and your best years are still ahead. Stay well, stay wise, and stay unstoppable.